and welcome, travelers through the universe, to another episode of my all-time favorite games. I start the video and I immediately cannot talk anymore. That's fine. But today we look at Inscryption, and sadly, just because of the nature of this game, I cannot talk too much about it. So I will just talk a little bit about it, show a little bit, and most likely you should play this awesome game by yourself, because it's a love letter about gaming for all the fans out there. I know. Inscryption is a round-based card game that doesn't sound that interesting, to be honest, but it's really a love letter, and it does basically everything right about gaming and the fun about gaming. So don't let this game fool you. I do like the style, but I know a lot of people do not enjoy it as much as I do. But still, this is really a good game, and maybe the newest game on my all-time favorite list. So let's check it out. So in this game, which is basically a deck builder, we cannot choose directly what kind of deck we want to play, but we have a lot of choices and options, and we follow a path, and while we follow the path, there is some sort of game master in front of us that is playing against us, you can say, but you will see in a couple of seconds. And these cards have costs. On one side, bones. We get bones for cards we lose in battle. So either one, they die because they get too much damage. And other option is sacrifice. So we have also plot. So we need 2 creatures to sacrifice to play the wolf, and 1 to play the frog, and 2 bones to play. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but it really doesn't matter. So we have here our playing board. So we have most of the time 2 to 3 paths, sometimes just 1, but most of the time they are 2, which we can choose from. And you have to encounter all the sigils on the board. So I already know them because I played it well over 250 hours, because I still love this game. Also, cards have abilities that are also called sigils in the game, I guess. And I will not explain everything because it's too much. I will just explain the basics. So this little creature here has the effect that opposing creatures are debuffed in power. So they do 1 less damage. Sometimes in this case no damage. And of course the other one is toughness, and they do not heal between rounds, so if they get damage, the damage will stick to the card, and that little fellow can block flying creatures. Normally just a flying creature can just how to explain it? Flying creatures are really overpowered because they can basically ignore your defenses. Because creatures fight against creatures in 5 different lanes, but I guess I will just show you. So, hoppla. It's a good thing to have this kind of ability that can block flying creatures. But yeah, we will start. So that's the way we can get cards. We can choose between those three. Cards with more needed sacrifices are most of the time pretty strong, and you actually need some sort of beta in the late game, or a very, very resilient deck that can outlive basically everything your opponent throws at you. But for the beginning, 3 is very, very problematic. So we choose the other frog here. Now we have the option to go different paths. The campfire can make our creatures stronger in toughness or in strength. And the skulls are enemies in our path. The one with this horns, I don't know, have additional abilities, so they are often a little bit more problematic to beat, but we take that route because we can actually sacrifice a creature to give another creature the ability. So we can choose this one and we ignore the fact that this card is talking with me. No, you are not. The frog will do, because it can block flying creatures, and now it makes opposing flying creatures weaker. That's actually not that bad. Glücksgriff, lucky pull. So we have also lives, 2 of them, so we can get defeated once. We have a variety of things to choose from, which is a little squirrel. And I don't know if I want to explain that, but we do it anyway. Sorry for that. We sacrificed one of our 2s to have deal 1 damage to our opponent, and if we have him... It's difficult to explain that when you are not really that well with explaining game mechanics in English. English, god damn it. So basically, I do not remember the English word for it, which is pretty sad. But to explain it simple, if we deal damage, it moves to his side, and if we get damage, it will move to the other side depending on how much tooth or damage points, I have no idea how to pronounce or to call it, we will have more on the other side or more on the enemy side. So we also dealt 1 damage here, and just to show you, we can play these 2 squirrels to play the wolf. We will do it here, and if we cannot play something else or do not want to, we can pass the turn via attacking. And at the beginning of our turn, we can draw a squirrel or a random card. That card is not that random because we know it's the little frog with the stinky sigil. So we want to play something else. We should take the scroll to be able to play something else. But we have these not 5 lanes, it's 4 lanes. I'm stupid. So this lane is blocked. We can just attack in the lane the creatures are in, and this path is also blocked. So he just needs 2 to be beaten. So we do not need to play something else. So we just win. Take a little bit twos, whatever, with us, because every time we deal too much damage to our opponent than needed, we get these little things, and we can buy pelts in the game and trade these pelts and get real cards, not real cards. We get those one. Yeah, it makes more sense if you play it by yourself. You should definitely try it. This is actually a pretty good ability. We take that with us. And this ability allows us to put a creature from our hand into play if one of our creatures dies. So we give that the wolf. And now we can play it technically for free, but not really for free. But you will see. So opposing wolves have the ability that they can block flying creatures. And that little cup will attack next turn. So we play that one, and come, we are playing you. Yes, you. Deal 1 damage. And we can see what our opponent will play the following round. So that's also a good hint what you can prepare for. This thing is basically, we would say in Magic, a Lord effect. So it will buff nearby creatures by 1. So that could be a problem, but we have no hurry. We play that little guy right here and kill the young wolf. And now we have our own wolf in play, which is kinda nice. And we played it nearly for free. We just needed to sacrifice our squirrel, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we do not need to play something else. So we draw our little friend here, kill again the young wolf, and win again. So this is basically very, very easy in the beginning, but it will get more difficult. So we can choose a creature that's most likely easier to play, which is most likely a far weaker creature, or we can choose something in between, or something very expensive. Right now, in the first steps, I would also recommend, if you cannot play your expensive guys pretty early, to choose always the cheap one. That card I actually do not like, but I guess it will do. It will do. So here we can get a totem, which basically means that we can give our creatures of this type. We have squirrels, or we could use wolves. We have just one, so it's basically just our wolf that gets better. So we will take this. That allows us, every time a squirrel gets a hit, we get a bee, which is basically a better squirrel with more power, but with the ability to fly. So, next round. Now we have this little ability. So, this guy mirrors the opposing strength, which does not do much at all. So, we will... I guess we can just ignore for the moment. We get a B. I guess we can also absorb 2 damage, which is not that bad. So we draw another scroll and place it right here. That guy is actually pretty annoying because every time we attack him we get 1 damage. Because needles, I guess. So this is pretty bad. But right now we do not have any problems. We just can take the damage, which is fine. Which is totally fine. We have a B. And do I want to draw a random card? I guess at this point we can do. It's that guy. In this special case, we want to play it, but we can do something fun. I know it's waste. We can take this one, play the B, and play our friend to kill that opposing creature. And we are close to winning, so take a squirrel, play that flying blocking dude. I could have placed it right here, but we do not win with the attack anyway, so I can just block that damage and deal with this enemy, so I guess that's fine. Just for the memes, I will play that guy with no power because he has no opposing creature. I mean, he could technically kill nearly everything that blocks its path. I say nearly everything, but because there are exceptions to it. But that creature is not really worth it this slot. It's really bad, to be honest. So, we win again. I mean, we used all our equipment, but that's fine. That's fine. So, sadly, we have no pals to trade, so we get more teeth. Because why not though? Do I have an ability that I want to share with another creature? I can thin my deck, which basically means I can look to have less cards in my deck, so to draw whatever I want, whenever I want it, or make one dude bigger. I guess just to show you, we will make a dude bigger, and in this case we will take the wolf because it's our beta. So we can make it even bigger if we are willing to pay the price of losing it. Why not though? So we were lucky again, but we can try also again, but 5 is basically everything I need. So that do be fine. And what we have here, actually I know, but you don't, most likely, but you can find it out yourself if you are willing to play that wonderful game of Inscryption. It's really, and you have to believe me, a love letter to gaming, and you should play it by yourself. And that's for today, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little journey to Inscryption, and in about 2 weeks we have most likely the last, or maybe there are just maybe there are 2 videos left of the series, because I do not have that many favorite games of all time. There are still games I like, but not as much that I would want to show it. So, that's for today. And as always, greetings to the sun and goodbye.